I recently moved from this gym I was going to before to Pure Gym. Now, Pure Gym is a gym in the UK based. And I went there simply because the gym I went to before, it wasn't really, how do I put it? It wasn't like one of the main gyms. It was kind of the smaller local gym. And it was very small, like you probably like 20 people there at max at one given time. And I decided, you know what? My friends are going to Pure Gym. Pure Gym, I think it's a little close. I don't entirely know. But I just thought if I went to Pure Gym, I'd be able to work out with my friends and I'd also probably get more time to just be social because I'd need to go to the town to get to Pure Gym, and Pure Gym is also bigger, so more people to talk to. For the first day I go to Pure Gym, I'm quite social. I start talking to a few people there. It's quite nice. The second day I go to Pure Gym, I'm a lot more social and a lot more things happen, and it's actually quite interesting. Now, I'm probably going to be telling some of these stories on the main channel, Princely Flower. I think it's in the description, maybe. But I'm going to tell them here just because this is kind of like a catalogue of all of my stories, which is kind of nice because then I can always just scroll through my channel, look at whatever videos I have and just see, what story do I have to tell? And I can just tell it to people. I can just immediately look at the title and immediately know, I remember I had that story, I completely forgot. So I was at this gym, Pure Gym. I was talking to a few of the people there. I met this one girl, I'm not going to say her name, and we had a pretty pleasant conversation. We both were hitting the same machine, so it kind of just happened that way. Her Penstance. I talked to a few other people whilst I was there. And then I had this exercise, Romanian deadlifts. Now, most people will do Romanian deadlifts by using a barbell. However, I hate barbells completely because here's the thing. I don't understand anyone who likes barbells more than dumbbells. Barbells are such an annoying piece of equipment to set up because this camera is so annoying. Don't have a fucking stand. The other stand is in the other room. Okay, well, let's see. Can I just... Sorry, one sec. Don't want to keep holding this. It's annoying. Hopefully you can settle with that. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of good. Yeah, and you can see my giant chest. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you my tits. Okay, so I was going to do dumbbell Romanian deadlifts, not barbell, because barbell Romanian deadlifts, if you ever been to the gym, it sucks because barbells suck. Barbells give you like this weird narrow path where there's not really much that you can do regarding movement. So it's this straight bar. And for example, if you're doing barbell bench press, unlike with dumbbell bench press where you can like move it in this freer range so you can get more range of motion, with barbell, there's way less range of motion and you're kind of in this fixed bar path where you can't move your arms at all and it's just very uncomfortable. And along with that, it just takes a while to set up. You need to add all of the weight slowly, and it's annoying because when you're taking them off, you kind of need to grab it, and it's all just a drag. It's a drag to set up, and it's a drag to use, and it's probably less effective to use, most likely. It's not very fun either. I don't see the point in enjoying barbells more than dumbbells. Dumbbells are a lot more fun and flexible and more convenient to use. So rather than setting up a barbell, I get a dumbbell. I start doing my reps. And as I'm there, I'm kind of looking through the mirror, just kind of looking at the people near me. And I notice I'm sitting next to what seems to be this couple. There is this one guy who's very muscular. Not like a full-on jacked guy, but still pretty muscular, like pretty lean. And there's this one girl, and I'm telling you, bro, she has the thickest set of ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie, she has the thickest ass I've seen. Yeah, it's kind of sexualizing, it's kind of rude, whatever. You don't know who I'm talking about. No one will know who I'm talking about, but I'm just telling you. She had like huge glutes, and it's kind of like, should I call it? Nah, I'm not gonna call it, but this is some other man, this is some other man's woman. I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of messed up. And I notice she keeps looking at me. And I'm kind of like, probably nothing. So I just go away, I start talking to a few other people, leveling up my social skills, of course. And when I'm there, when I'm just kind of sitting there, I notice that she keeps like trying to get my attention in this weird way. And it's just kind of strange to me. I'm trying to just like play it cool, it doesn't matter, doing my sets, whatever. But I notice she keeps like coming in front of me, bending over right in front of me or very near me. And maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe she just coincidentally had a set right next to me, whatever. But it's all just very odd to me. Because she has like this ass that's jiggling, bro. She's constantly walking in front of me. She's constantly like bending over right next to me in a way where I can see her. She's looking over at me, making glances. Her boyfriend has, or whatever he is to her, literally left the scenario. So now it's just me and her. And these advances are getting more and more frequent. And I'm kind of like, I'm tempted to go up and talk to her. No, 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 that's messed up. I shouldn't talk to another man's woman. So I just head out. I start talking to other people. I finish my set quickly and I just leave that area, right? And it kind of just hits me, a woman is never truly yours. Like if you mess up in the relationship at any stage, and again, I may be completely wrong. She may have just coincidentally been in front of me. I have no idea. But what I will tell you is a woman is never truly yours, genuinely, unless you are completely attractive to her to the point where she literally loathes the idea of somebody else touching her. Genuinely, she's not yours. Like, the amount of women who cheat on men is drastically high, bro. And you know this. So if you are ever going to get into some sort of committed relationship, you need to make sure you've been in a lot of relationships and you know exactly how relationship dynamics work, how to make a woman actually attracted to you. Because a lot of people will give this advice. Oh, how to make a woman attracted to you. Be kind. Make her happy. It's bullshit. That doesn't work because 99% of men in marriages do that. Guess what? They still get divorced. They still get cheated on. There's bigger things that cause somebody to cheat on you, obviously. This is common sense. If you could just be nice, most men wouldn't get broken up with ever. Like most first, heartbreak is kind of just what happened when you get your first breakup. At least that's what I've heard. I haven't gone through heartbreak, but that's normally what happens. And I'm assuming it happens because the woman breaks up with the guy. It's most likely not the guy who's breaking up with the woman. But he's feeling heartbreak because he gave his entire world to the woman. He was nice to the woman. It didn't work out, did it? It didn't, because if it did, then no one would be experiencing heartbreak. Because if you didn't really give much to the woman, then of course you wouldn't really feel much attachment to her. Anyways, I don't want to make this just about dating, because that would kind of just be a little boring. This is about my stories. Anyways, it's common sense. If you do what everyone else is doing, you're just going to get broken up with or divorced or experience heartbreak. Because of course it doesn't work. If everyone else is doing it and it doesn't work, I think it's very common sense. If I tell you to do bicep curls, and I've been doing bicep curls for 10 years, and my biceps haven't grown a single inch, then you'd probably kind of think, should I really do it? I mean, this guy is telling me to do it, but he hasn't grown at all. Why am I listening to this guy? So, if everyone is doing bicep curls and nobody's biceps are growing, why would you do it? And then you're surprised, whoa, my biceps aren't growing? Holy hell, how could that happen? Maybe bicep curls was a bad example because, of course, bicep curls do grow your biceps, but you get the point. So there's a different way of dating that is kind of less centralized. It's more niche that you need to try and unlock in order to actually understand how dating works and how to keep a woman. And I'm not going to talk about this here. So I finished my set. Now I'm talking to this other girl. I'm talking to a few other people. I'm doing my other things in my leg day. It's all cool. It's all fun. But something happens. This guy who was with that girl from before, he comes over to the area I'm at the gym, and he's doing these calf raises with the machine. And I completely forgot about this girl from before. I completely forgot about her, but I just saw that guy and I was like, I've seen him before. And I was kind of just like, hey, how's it going? Wow, you've been doing calf raises for, 2 years? Your calves haven't grown at all. Like, that's what he was telling me. He's been doing them for ages. His calves haven't grown at all. He's like perfected the calf raise form. They haven't grown like anything, bro. Like, they've grown a little bit, of course, because like now he's at the max weight of the machine. But it really hasn't changed that much. And I'm kind of just thinking, is it really worth it to even do calf raises? Like, calf raises are, when you walk, you basically are activating your calves. So it's kind of the part behind your shin. Maybe that makes sense to you. And a lot of people don't really have good calf genetics. But it's commonly believed that if you just train your calves, you can grow them bigger and then they'll look good. Because you want to grow your calves, and if you don't, and you grow like your quads and your hamstrings, it'll just look disproportional where your quads and hamstrings are big, but then your calves are giant, and it kind of makes your legs look a little weird. So you want a more balanced look, and that's why you train your calves. But apparently, training your calves really doesn't work at all anyways. Because they hurt a lot. Like, there's tons of metabolic burn when you train your calves. But when you train them, it literally doesn't even help that much. According to this guy, according to a few other people I've seen talk about it. So now I'm considering maybe I should just remove them from my entire workout. They hurt a lot. I don't enjoy the exercise. And apparently they don't even grow your calves. Why would I do them then? I'm talking to this guy a little bit. I'm talking to the girl I was talking to previously. This is all fun. As I'm in the midst of talking to this girl, the other girl with like the thick ass and the thick thighs, she comes over. And basically, both the guy I was talking to and this thick girl, they are now leaving. And I'm just polite, like, yeah, have a good day. I fist bump the guy. And I fist bump the girl as well. And she literally looks at me in the eyes, smiles, and basically waves to me saying, I'll see you again. And at the time, it didn't really hit me at all. Honestly, I didn't even think anything of it. But looking back at it, it's just kind of weird. Aren't these people dating? Why is this girl who was giving me all of these like signals that she was kind of into me? And again, I may be completely wrong. She may just be completely repulsed by me. I don't know. But why is it that this girl who was giving me all these signals is now saying, I'll see you again? That's kind of weird. Why? Why does she think she'll see me again? That's kind of weird. She doesn't even know my name. That's a little... I don't know. Maybe I was right about my hypotheses. Maybe you should be a bit more careful when you're aiming for a long-term relationship. Maybe the regular blue-pilled path isn't the way. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something to do with dating that most people don't talk about. Maybe I was right all along. Maybe I was. Maybe just being nice to a girl isn't all there is to dating. Maybe all of the people who told you to be nice and disregard your own feelings and sacrifice everything for some random girl. Maybe all of those are stupid retards. Maybe I was the person correct all along. To anyone who is more soft and left-leaning, I hope that really pissed them off, honestly. I hope you send me a hate comment. I hope you send me a death threat. Good. So, where was I? Besides that main story, which was very interesting, I guess I don't have much else to say. I mean, I was very social, but I don't want to just log every single time I was social because it's just going to keep going up. Some days I may not talk to as many people. Maybe I'm inside, maybe I'm working more. Some days I may talk to tons of people, but not every interaction is that interesting. Truly, they aren't really that interesting. Like, it was a very fun day. I was very happy throughout all of it. I was smiling a lot, and that's why people were so receptive to me and my approaches. I had open body language. I was happy. I was smiling. So, of course, people were more receptive. If I was all sad and I had this very serious look on my face, I probably wouldn't have that much fun in all of those conversations. So, I guess moral of the story, be happy. And also, if you ever do consider getting into a long-term relationship, then be very cautious. Don't do bullshit that you'll regret. Don't sacrifice everything for this one girl. Because it's genuinely just idiotic. Why would you do that? Sacrifice everything to just one girl. Why? Of course, that is a pretty stupid idea. But just generally, you shouldn't really be sacrificing everything for one person. It just doesn't make much sense. Why? Like, everyone is saying, she was my everything. Why? Why is some other person your everything? Do you not have anything else in your life? Is your life that uninteresting to the point where you need somebody else to dictate if your life is good or not? What's wrong with you? That is literally some sort of mental issue, some mental deficiency. You are dependent on someone else as a human adult. What's wrong with you? Weird. Don't have someone else be your everything. Someone else can play a big part, a big role in your life, sure. But no one should be your everything. That's disgusting. Why? That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. Don't. It's not going to end up well for you, because when somebody is your everything, that's when you're open to exploitation, and that's when they will. If somebody is so valuable to you to the point where you would sacrifice everything for them, why would they not exploit you? Because you'll never just put your foot down and say, no, if you keep exploiting me, I'm going to leave. Because no, she's your everything, so you won't do that. And not even just two women, but guys as well, everyone. People will exploit the weak, always. It's always happened. It's always been happening. It's still happening. It's not just going to disappear randomly. We don't live in a fairy tale where you just allow somebody to walk all over you and they just don't walk all over you. Why? If there was some guy I could just keep asking for money and he would just keep giving me money no matter what I said or what I did to him, why would I respect him at all? It'd kind of be like, bro, why are you not standing up to for yourself? You're literally in debt giving me all of this money. Why don't you say, sorry, no, I'm not giving you money this time. No, I want to spend my money on something else. Why are you giving me your salary? Don't you have something else to do? Weird. These types of videos are extremely fun to create because I'm not really creating them with the intention of engagement, to be honest. I'm kind of just creating them for fun. And then potentially, maybe some other person will watch it. And then they'll get pissed off because I called anyone who makes a girl their everything a retard. But that's fine, because it's kind of funny to piss people off. Hope this video helped in any way. Moral of the story. I think I told you the moral of the story actually, yeah. Remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye-bye.